So like I said, you need at least one guard for opponent that stands to pass guard. Not everyone will play on their knees, so we need at least one standing. And then at our academy, it's De La Hiva. And then the most common thing you're going to do is hips to the mat. So we just did the most basic reaction, hips to the mat, pull yourself up to the mount. If most of you guys are familiar with what a berimbolo is, it's a big part of this academy. I like that game a lot. And I came from like Mendez Brothers, and they like revolutionized that stuff. So I'm going to show a different berimbolo. So like most people know of a berimbolo looking like a side roll. This one's called like a face bolo. And this one, for people that think they can't do the normal one, it looks friendlier. It's actually probably harder, but I'll go over the stuff that's harder about it. So a normal berimbolo is, as long as you can do a side roll, which pretty much everyone can do in the warm-ups, then you can do a berimbolo. But for this one, just to ease your mind a little bit, so it's the hips to the mat thing here, boom, they go here. And normally I'd pull my head in and do a side roll. But for the face bolo, what you're going to do is instead of pulling yourself in, you stay like more straight lined here. Like this is a bolo, my head goes to your hip. So the face bolo, I keep my head away here. Now, so it can be dangerous if you don't do it correctly. So when I go here, look, I use my shoulder, my elbow. I'm holding weight off of my head because I'm going to put my head down. And then I want to roll like the side of my head to kind of the top of my head because I want to keep my chin tucked. If your chin bends this way, and they call it kissing the mat, that's where you could hurt your neck here. And then look, as soon as I can, look, I got a lot of weight on this elbow over here. I put this knee on the mat. So now this knee takes a lot of the weight off here. And then I don't want to just connect this shoulder and roll this way because the farther I get away from her legs, the worse off this is. So when I come up here on my head, I kind of like throw my shoulder back this direction to take some of that space away. And then instead of showing like a really intricate back take right now, we don't have a lot of time, we're just going to, it's kind of the same. We're still getting the concept of starting a bolo. If you know back takes from here, you can work on it, feel free. If you're the newer people, I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So look, all I'm going to do right here is hold these same grips, and it's kind of like pulling myself to the mount again, but I'm going to extend this leg on her belly, and I'm going to go here. And then as soon as I need to, I can let go and start to push myself here. So now I'm basically in like a leg weave right here. Or turning this way. A couple months ago, we did that figure 4 rolling back take here. Or super easy, I can just bring my lat up on her arm here and go straight to the mount. There's not too much she can do there. But the main thing I want to get out of this is that you guys start understanding at least a variation of a berimbolo. I'm going to show it again, but any questions right now? Does that make sense? Yeah? Thanks. Thanks for some feedback. Let's do this way. So we're here, we do the hips to the mat here, and then instead of pulling myself in, I kind of extend away a little bit. And look, this is when I noticed that it didn't hurt my neck anymore. A lot of weight here, and then this knee is going to take weight. So look, right here, boom, here, sling myself through here. So I could go into like normal bolo stuff from here, or pull myself back, just similar to the mount one, and then push myself up here. And then this is like that. It's actually inverted half guard, but it's pretty similar to that reverse half guard that we were working on here. And I know we went over this one right here, the rolling back take. Or the most simplest one, if you're like confused, white belts, look, all I do is take this leg right over to the mount. Pretty much nothing she can do right there. Any questions? Was that on camera? Good, good, good. All right, ready?